change gon' come. Change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come. Change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come. Change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come. Change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come.
Yeah, change coming fast. Days running past, we maze runners ablaze and stay numbered last. The pain that we display, you can't understand. That's why we move with the faith of David Abraham. We tryna pace where the apes be. Keys like HP, curses live at HD. Women chasing clout and brothers changing their faces. Screaming, oh God, send your son to save us.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. But know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Yeah, it's time for a change to come to my people. Cause Lord knows that we ain't treated equal. 400 years of the same old ish. Brave rob, killing spoil, getting off the ship. Now check it, can barely wait for that day to come. Getting ready for that war, time to beat the drum. And to the ones trying to hold me back with bent up faces, just call me Master Eddie, trading places.
Change gon' come, and it's coming fast. I know change gon' come, cause this world won't last. I know it's so much hurt, and it's so much pain. But when them cherries come, just know the world gon' change. Why my people cry, cause they tired of lies. That's why we face the east, pray to your how it shine. Cause change gon' come, prophecy says that change gon' come. Yeah.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. Know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come.
Look, we've been trying to get up out of this, but we've been too busy worshiping some nonsense. Jesus. We want change that happen real quick, but we are stiff-necked people and we don't give a All women all up on Instagram, shaking and twerking their ass like they don't give a damn. And if we really want change, we gotta open our book and be baptized again. We gotta change.
So tired of all the pain. See all my people in it. Cause living day to day is hard to face. Know that on that day you can release them chains. So give him all the praise and change. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. Change gon' come, change gon' come. Rattling the scripts that change gon' come. You know, change gon' come, change gon' come.
spend so much time getting this money. Never realized them the faces of slave owners. Niggas a snake on you, he got shot in the face over slave owners. White people smile in my face, they the children of slave owners. They all fake, I hate them all, stole our history straight from us. Buying designer clothes from families traced back to slave owners. The Jewish man a bitch, they bought the land so we can't own it. They ain't get bought to slavery on no ships, like we ain't noticed. Deuteronomy 28, explain us leaving Cape Coast. Straight folks, they stole our name and our history straight from us. King James was black and Christ was too. Man, they straight bogus, but playing with the children's roulette while it's loaded. I pray your days closer, like bang, blow your brains open. The goals keep us slaves with the paper. Putting drugs in the streets to keep us chasing. Yeah, keep the men out the house while they children stay growing. Make it war with each other so division stay focused. Control the media to make them hate us. If we teach them hate theyself, they'll never make it. Yeah, discriminate them at the job and lock them up for selling drugs. If we keep on teaching hate, they will never learn to love.
They put demons all in our face, rose up idols all in our state, destroyed our mind with all of they Tylenol and they piling on what they hate. Now we dying so they've raised to teach us lies with all that they say. That goes from schools to the media, designed to change the way you think and the way you pray, the words you speak and the money you pay for the things you get and the people don't know. So we marry their kids and we change our goals and the things don't grow when the kids get rich. Lose that money and the wife and kids and they start back over. This a trap for a show, then they sell you music by the trap life. Seem like living in the trap life though. We don't get paid from the money they grow. We get pennies on the dollar, my bro. We get pennies on the dollar, my bro. Sometimes I really wanna holler at my bro. Tell them that we've been played on the low. We still slaves and they still own. We still slaves and they still own us.
The goals keep us slaves with the paper. Us. Putting drugs in the streets to keep us chasing. Yeah, keep the men out the house while they children stay growing. Make it war with each other so division stay focused. Control the media to make them hate us. If we teach them hate theyself, they'll never make it. Yeah, discriminate them at the job and lock them up for selling drugs. If we keep on teaching hate, they will never learn to love.
End times. Quick little testimony. A couple years ago, I started to speak on the upcoming years and things that would transpire relating to the prophecies. Things that will soon come to pass in the book of Daniel relating to Hamashiach's return and the children of Israel and Jacob's trouble. I did not expect certain things to transpire this soon. We 2 years in after 2020, and look where we at. We close. Blood on my hands if I don't speak. If we don't want the sheep, how they gon' know? Gotta tell our people stay alert. Get ready for what's coming on this earth. Contractions getting closer, she giving birth. The water broke, somebody get the nurse. Keep your head on the swivel, stay alert. Cause judgment is coming to this earth. New day, same message, secret penance. Something's coming, I don't know when, but I can feel it. This the last call, alarms ringing. Can you hear it? Don't hit that snooze button, you don't know who's coming. You rejected, that's on you, I'm still gon' sow a seed. Rise up, hold your head up, cause you royalty. This ain't the time to be slacking, it's time to get active. Ain't no half stepping, the word is your last weapon. Blood on my hands if I don't speak. If we don't want the sheep, how they gon' know? Gotta tell our people stay alert. Get ready for what's coming on this earth. Contractions getting closer, she giving birth. The water broke, somebody get the nurse. Birth pains. Back to back to back to back.
Who that? Them lines on the keys?
It's about to erupt. Look in the sky, a full moon and it's bloody. I think that it's time, nowhere we can hide. It's right at the door. I quoted Psalm 91, thousands may fall at my side. I pray your mercy endures, Abba, you all that we got. You said that you would seal us, protect us and shield us. It's a target on us, the enemies know the tribes is back. Let's call a fast like Jehoshaphat. 2 Chronicles, chapter 20. Moabites and Ammonites. This battle ain't yours, it's mine. That's a scary sight. We gon' sing a song of praise in the midst of war. Cause if he go before us, we won't have to lift the sword. The same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Won't he do it again? Correct me if I'm wrong. If we humble ourselves and pray, seek his face, turn from our wicked ways. Ain't that what the scriptures say? If the Father with us, can't nobody stop us. If we trust in our own strength and our own power, we'll always be defeated. It's strength in numbers, but keep in mind, in Leviticus 26, it said 5 of us shall chase 100. 100 of us shall chase 10,000. What if it was 1 million of us on one accord doing the same thing, giving the Father praise? If he go before us, can't nobody stop us. It ain't about war and wanting to fight and shed blood. It's about the Father's perfect will being done on this earth. In this season, a great division is happening. Those who seek to do the Father's will, and those who want to do their own will. Choose wisely. Shalom. In times.
My water straight from the throne. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Roam through the city, all we see it is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the Father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps, cause they trying to see us gone. But we walking through the fire just like Daniel and his bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor and a stone. We face east cause a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they all bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make us Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the side, the king. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashah, Nagin. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Make us Elohim, Shema, Warapah, all the side, the king. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashah, Nagin. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Man, the book complete. The Father looked for peace, but we shouldn't the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook in cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrive. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. He trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the seed. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashah, Nagin. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the seed. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashah, Nagin.
All right, there we go. I'm unmuted now. I always do that. Salakia, my bad. Yasha Allah. But nevertheless, hey, shalom. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Shalom to everybody in the building. We give all praises, Kahalalaya, for all of you guys being here with us tonight. I am your brother, Yahawada.
Khan, I'm brother Yakum Yah.
I'm brother Shemaiah.
Shalom, Yasha Allah.
Shalom, shalom.
We are the Anointed House of Saints. Again, we give thanks to you all for joining us on this night, for being with us, knowing that you can be anywhere. We just want to give thanks to you. Also, in addition, we want to, I want to give thanks to, all of the elders who've been pushing this word and sincerity and truth. Want to give them their honors. Man, our elders been out here doing it. So we give honors to them. And of course, without question, we give praise to the Most High and to His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, we got a lesson for you tonight. We're gonna be diving in to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. We're gonna be looking at Lucifer, who Lucifer is. Because I came across this clip of a pastor teaching, and pretty much every church teaches that Lucifer is the devil, teaches that Lucifer is Satan, teaches that that's what his name is. So that's what we're going to be getting into. We're going to bring out some precepts to really go over and explain that. But before we do, we got to give shout outs and make a couple quick announcements. And Salakia again, hey, Yashara, forgive me because I be getting ahead of myself a lot of the times. I do want to again shout out the brother Captain Yonington's book. Hey, go to Amazon, purchase that thing, get you a book. Let me go ahead and share that. Salakia.
This that future black, I'm talking real black. Leaders bring the future back. We pumping bass like COINTELPRO, but teaching to excel, not to be in sales, bro. Look at how we know. This the culture of.
All right, A Time Forever. It is now available. Go cop that. Buy one for a friend. Buy one for a family member. Support the brother. All right, support the brother.
Y'all support that brother. That's a talented brother on all levels. He's a scholar too, deep scholar.
Yeah, very studious.
Yeah, so support him. He's doing his thing for the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, and he's trying to bring all of Israel along with him. So
that's right.
Y'all support the brother so you can get that knowledge and understanding as well. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the
Most praises.
High. And so, like I said, hey, Yasha Allah, with that, we are going to, go hit a couple quick announcements. So I do want to put in the plug. I couldn't share the flyer, but we've going to be doing Cinco de Mayo camps. North Carolina is doing one. They're doing a unity camp, and then we're doing a unity camp out here in SF as well too. So for Cinco de Mayo, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, follow our social media platforms. We are going to be putting that information out there so you guys can go check that out. And definitely, if you're in any one of the areas, come out, congregate with us. I don't know if ATL is doing anything for Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to get back to y'all on that. And if they are, we would definitely be pushing that information out as well. Additionally, so Cinco de Mayo out here in Cali, we are doing a unity camp. And then Cinco de Mayo in North Carolina, the brothers are doing a unity camp out there as well.
Salaki. That unity camp is going to be in Charlotte. In Charlotte, we're going to have a unity camp. We'll probably be going to 2 different locations in Charlotte for that whole Cinco de Mayo. We'll post the addresses by the end of the week, and hopefully everybody can come and join and push this word in the Queen City. It's time to push it in the Queen City.
That's right. That's right, Con. All right, and without further ado, hey, let's get some shout outs real quick. Shemaiah, if you could, Baba, just go ahead.
Kazaki, Shalom, King. Captain Aharon, Shalom. Michelle, Shalom, sis. Zanaya, Shalom, sis. Who's that? Aisha Thompson, Shalom, sis.
Aisha Thompson, yeah, Con.
Officer Knox, Shalom, King. Nadia, Shalom, King. Officer Kadar Aharon, Shalom, King. Tawabia, Shalom. John Allen, Shalom. Wynn Walker, Shalom. Yaikwab, Shalom. Don, Shalom. Captain Jonathan, Shalom. Boaz, Shalom.
Shalom.
Captain Canal, Shalom. Christella, Shalom. Zahira, Shalom. GW, Shalom.
And that's Shalom. So hey, I want to give a congratulations to the brother GW. That's a brother Gary. He just finished the prospect phase, a new soldier in the camp.
Praises.
All right, so all praises. Hey, welcome, brother. Hey, the work really starts now. Right, it ain't no letting up now. Now we go keep our foot on that gas pedal, man, and put those bricks in. Keep doing what we do. So all praises to the Most High for becoming a soldier.
All praises.
All praises, Salakia. What state Gary Washington? What
state
he in?
He out here with us.
Oh, y'all got your another soldier. Okay, God, all praises. Yeah, you with some mighty brothers out there.
Kodash, Shalom. What is that? It's Michael Gigi, Shalom. Captain Shaquat, Shalom. Success Journey, Shalom.
Oh, and Salakia, so this is Success Journey. Hey, Barak, Shalom, King, Yabashim Yashai Barakatah. Hey, this is the camp that we will be doing the Unity Camp with. Come Single de Mayo, Most High willing. Hey, these brothers are mighty out here pushing the word in sincerity and truth. Good brothers. All right, Shalom, King. And if y'all haven't, hey, go follow the brothers' channel, Success's Journey.
Shalom, King.
How you say that?
Gabriella
Kirkpatrick, Shalom, sis.
Shalom.
All right.
Princess Abaya, Shalom.
Shalom.
Officer Yawasop, Shalom. Tabernacle Officer David, Shalom.
All right, we might have hit everybody.
Yeah, I think we did.
All right, and if we didn't, hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, for all y'all that's gonna watch later, for all of y'all that's gonna tune in later, much love, Shalom. But again, like I said, we're gonna dive into this lesson, and we're dealing with again Isaiah 14, Lucifer, talking about who Lucifer is. Again, these Christian churches, man, they are teaching the people that Lucifer is Satan. But does the Bible actually say that? Right? Give me 2 Corinthians 10:4. Baba Cashapp. Does the Bible actually say that Lucifer is Satan, or that Satan's name is Lucifer?
You said 10:4?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to pull down of strongholds.
Right, we are pulling down strongholds. Okay, what is a stronghold? So when you look up the definition of stronghold, a stronghold can be a fortified place. So like the military would have strongholds where they would make like their stances or their last stance, against an attack or something. It's a fortified place. A stronghold is also a place where a particular cause or a belief is strongly defended or it's upheld. All right, that's a stronghold. It's a strongly defended belief, right? So we are pulling down these strongholds, right? Read on, Adawan.
Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh.
Right. So we're casting down, we're destroying those things that are the imaginations, right? Reasonings, these things that opposes the faith, these things that go against the faith, these things that are hostile to the faith. And now the reason why this whole belief that Lucifer is Satan or Lucifer is a fallen angel, because really it leads into Greek ideology, right? Greek theology, where you've got angels that are fighting against the Most High, and then you've got demigods that's being born, because you've got other gods that are making babies with human women, and then you get a demigod, a half god, half man. You hear Christians talking about, oh yeah, Yahushua is fully God and he's fully man. He's both. Things that make no sense. These things go against the faith. So we have to come along and we have to pull down these strongholds, right? And our weapons are not carnal, right? We are pulling down these strongholds that have been on our people, that have been taught to our people for 400 years. We have to destroy 400 years of false teaching. 400 years that's been taught to our people. Go ahead, can you say Salakia?
Yeah, Khan. Those strongholds was also happening during this time what Paul is talking about. That's where he was going to the churches, right, and dealing with all of these idol gods. Those are strongholds, believe it or not. People get caught up in that, and during this time they was caught up in it heavy. They had gods for everything. It was worshiping the Greek and Roman gods that was put before. And so they couldn't see Christ because of those strongholds.
That's right. Khan. And with that, I don't want, it's like the craziest. People will hold on to their belief even if their position defies all logic.
That's right.
People will hold on to that belief. So yeah, come on, King.
Yeah, and you can tell because they get mad when you knock down a stronghold, but they don't want to let it go. That's when they get mad, and that's when they want to fight, get belligerent and all that.
Exactly. That's why when we approach people and we are coming to people, we have to understand that we're not just dealing with one issue. Right? We're not just dealing with one issue. We are dealing with an individual's entire life. We're dealing with their whole life when we come to them with the true teaching and the true understanding of this Bible. We're dealing with their whole life history and all the people that have influenced that person along the way. Right? That's what we're coming up against. We're not just coming up and saying, oh, that's not true. No, we're coming up against everybody that has had a major influence in that person's life.
That's right.
We're coming up against their life experiences. We're coming up against their parents. We're coming up against family members. We're coming up against role models, against teachers, against pastors, against mentors. We're coming up against the very people who they love, the people who they respect, and the people who they hold in a high regard. So when we're combating that, you have to understand that at the onset, there is going to be some pushback. just because of what we're saying, all the ramifications that comes along with that. Well, this person lied to me then. You know, that's the first thought that come into their head. Oh, this person lied to me. Why would they lie to me? Or not even necessarily that they lied, but that they didn't know, that they didn't understand. They don't want to believe that, oh, my pastor didn't know what he was talking about. They look up to this man.
That's right.
They hold this man in a high regard. They don't want to say, oh, well, my daddy didn't know what he was talking about. This they daddy. This they mama. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to confront that.
So
come on.
We got to treat them like a ice sculpture. We got to chip away at it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey, that's a great point. That is a really, really great point. In fact, grab me 1 Corinthians 3:6. That's a great point. Because
when we hold the 2 Corinthians.
Oh, no lie. You can drop the Adam one.
Okay.
When you take someone's belief, especially a spiritual belief, right? When you take someone's faith, we have to approach that in a delicate manner, because change like that, we're asking someone to go against everything that they've learned their entire lives. All right, give me 1 Corinthians 3:6.
It's the book of Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 6. I have planted, Apollos, water, but Yahweh gave the increase.
Right? Yahweh gives the increase. So it's not us that's going to change the mind of nobody. We're just vessels being used. And now when you understand that, now you don't have to get into a shouting match when you're out there trying to teach someone or trying to, explain something to someone. You just planting seeds. Because the Most High is going to get the increase. At the end of the day, the Most High is going to be the one to open those eyes, or the Most High is going to be the one that lets them continue to believe whatever delusion that they believe in. That's all the Most High.
That's right.
Right. So now I want to. Yeah, come on.
That's a hard thing that I had to get accustomed to. Letting the Most High do his job. We do ours by bringing it out, but we tend to want to be combative out on the streets and whatnot at times. So that was hard for me to let go. We got to let the Most High. He's the one that's going to open the eyes or keep the eyes shut, open the ears so they can hear, or keep those ears shut. And if he does that, it wasn't their season to get this word, this truth.
That's right.
You gotta pray for Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Khan. Yeah, come on, King.
And another thing we got to stop doing is, like, if they don't get it right away, just automatically condemning them to the 2/3. You know what I'm saying? They can come in at a later time. They can come in at the 11th hour. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to stop doing that.
No, that's a great point. That's a great point, because I don't know about y'all, but I ain't come in right away when I first heard it. I didn't. It took me a minute. I first heard it and I was like, man, whatever. And then heard it again. I was like, well, wait a minute. Because one, I was prideful. Here I am, a junior minister in the church, and I got people who, in my opinion, don't know the Bible. They ain't studied, trying to tell me something. I'm like, hold on, bro. You don't even go to church. What can you possibly tell me? What can you possibly teach me? A brother could just be like, oh, nah, that Negro, he one of the 2/3. We don't know. That's not for us. And like Shamar, like you just said, hey, they can come in at the last minute. And nevertheless, we all still go get that same penny. It don't matter how long we've been in it. It don't matter when the eyes was open. And like you said, King, we got to stop doing that. That's a fact. So with that, I do want to share this video because this is what really kind of sparked the class. All right. So this is, and just to give a little bit of background information. So this is a so-called prophet. And I looked him up. I did some research on him. First of all, the man done been in all kinds of scandals. He's actually an African preacher. He's from Zimbabwe, I believe, if I remember correctly. And he's an ambassador to Britain or something to that extent. But nevertheless, he calls himself a prophet. And actually, how I found him is I ran across a video of his son, because they call themselves prophesying. They be prophesying. They get somebody and they, oh, God told me this, and is your name this, and all this other kind of foolishness. So anyway, I seen the video of his son, and it's in the clip of his son, and I'll probably play it on a later date. But in the clip of his son, he called himself prophesying to this woman. He's like, yeah, and your name is Hope. Oh no. He said, I hear Hope, and she's like, that's my name. And he's like, yeah. And your parents called you that because you was the only child that lived. And she's like, yeah, my brothers and sisters, they died. And then he said something else. And then after she said, yeah, he drops the microphone and walks off. Right. And then he got all his little flunkies, they running behind him. Anyhow, I'm going to play that video, man. But that's what ended up bringing me to this dude, because the church has made a spectacle of the word of the Most High. They've made it a clown show. They've made it, big business. It's not about truly teaching people the word of the Most High. And the thing is, these pastors and these preachers, they are not going to have the understanding, or what they, like to say. They love to use the word revelation. Oh, you got to get the revelation of the Bible. You wasn't given this revelation. They're not going to actually get the true revelation of the book, because they're not doing nothing that the book calls for. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10. Oh. Right. We got to watch out for these so-called pastors, teachers, whatever you want to call them.
God.
And we got to wake up our family members. So if y'all got family members who still in the church, who still are in Christianity or Seventh-day Adventists or Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, send this video to them. Come on, bring that out, Papa Cashapp.
Khan, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His
right.
praise.
You're not going to have an understanding. This is a good understanding. It is when you start to keep the commandments of the Most High. If you're not keeping the commandments of the Most High, you are not going to understand this Bible at all. Point blank, period. Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5. You have to be doing the law. You have to be doing the will of the Most High. We know the will of the Most High is his law. You have to be doing his will. Yahweh Shai said, I didn't come to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. You have to be doing the will of the Most High. Right? Without that, you are not going to have an understanding of this book.
That's right.
Bring that out for me, Baba Kashaw.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
Right? They know not. They won't understand at all. Okay? Read on.
They walk on in darkness.
Right? If you have no understanding, you are in darkness. Right? Being in darkness is a lack of understanding. You don't understand. Give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and 23. Right? If you are in darkness, it means you have no understanding. So how do we get out of darkness?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
Right? The commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. If we want to get out of darkness, right, we need that light. We need the lamp. You ever go into a dark place and you what do? Well, back in the days, they used to have lamps.
That's right.
Right? They used to use that lamp to illuminate the way. It says the commandment is a lamp and the law is light. You need that light to be able to guide you through this life.
Mm-hmm.
To get, when I was in the Christian church, they used to have that saying, "Oh, Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving earth." All right. So if the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving earth, why don't they follow the instructions then?
That's right.
Because it's more instructions than just saying, "Oh, I believe in Jesus. He's my Lord and Savior. He died for me." Where's the instruction? Right? The law is the light that is meant to guide you. Everything comes back to the law. That's everything. Right. And the reasons why these pastors cannot get it is because they're not following it. Right? Let me get the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16. These pastors have no understanding. They walk on in darkness. And this is why they are leading the sheep astray. This is why everybody who's following after them is following them right into that damn ditch.
That's right.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Right? He said, unto the wicked, what do you have to do to declare my statutes? Right? The book is really simple when you have understanding. Right? What makes a person wicked? Is a person wicked because they use bad words? Does that make a person wicked? Your Christian pastor might tell you that. Like, oh, you shouldn't curse. That's bad. You know, what makes a person wicked? Right? What did he say? He said, unto the wicked, what?
What hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
Mm-hmm.
Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Come on.
Seeing that thou hatest instruction.
He says, seeing you hate instruction. Again, what is the acronym for the Bible? Basic instructions before leaving earth. Hey, but they hate instruction.
That's right.
Right? Because they're wicked. They hate instruction. They don't want you to tell them, hey, you can't do this. That's against the law. They don't want you to tell them, you're not supposed to do that. No, I can do what I want. I've got grace. You see, that's wicked. When you trample underfoot the Son of the Most High. That's what they're doing. And in this video, in this clip, what's the first thing that you could see? I see, first of all, neither one of these dudes got a beard.
That's right.
Neither one of them trying to grow out a beard.
You got a precept.
Come on, Adawan.
I got a precept.
This is a classic precept, but everything you just said and what you're going into is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1 through 7. I'm gonna read it right quick. It says, "This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever." That's one thing these Christian church do. They tell you the law is done away with, and they and in doing so, it actually keeps the parishioners in a stronghold, like you was earlier.
Right.
They can't get out because they're not even looking at the law. You understand? It says, all they that keep it shall come to life. That's how you come to life. Right. You got to come to life. You want life, right? So you gotta follow the commandments. but such as leave it, they shall die. They're gonna die. And that's what this is what they've been doing. They've been giving the honor to other nations and other people to teach our book. You can't be doing that. You giving our honor to everybody else and let them teach you. You're going off when you're doing that.
Right.
That's going off. And that's what it says right here. It says, verse 3, I'm gonna skip down. It says, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Right. Come on, bring that out.
When you get in them cemetery schools, when you go to these Christian churches based on the banner of what Esau has taught you, and there's been plenty of churches and denominations started up through Esau, guess what? You giving your honor away. We come to take it back. We want to take it back.
Come on.
That's what we're here for. We're here to take our heritage.
Hey, because the saints is going to take the kingdom.
Take the kingdom, exactly. That's it.
Oh,
I yield to you, brother.
Shemaiah, you said you had a precept?
Yeah, I'm going to finish 17 out. And casteth my words behind thee.
And that's what they do. They throw it behind them. Hey, we don't want that. No, don't tell me nothing. We ain't got to do that. We got grace. I'm good. Don't get out my ear with all that.
Yeah. My precept, Matthew 24, starting at verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. It's just like them Hamite Christian pastors that be doing all that weird stuff, like saying they raising people from the dead. You know, that's actually going to deceive a lot of people.
Right. No,
but if you're obedient to the scriptures and to the commandments, you ain't got to worry about none of that. I yield on that.
That's right. That's right. Hey, great point.
Right, King.
Great point. And in fact, grab me Malachi 2 and 7. Grab me Malachi 2 and 7, Baba Cashapp. Because in fact, what people are supposed to be getting from their pastors, from their teachers, from their reverends, from their priest, they're not getting.
That's right. This is Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
What's that knowledge? Oh, come on, Adawan. Go ahead.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
No. You got to read that again. Because they're not supposed to seek the law at the pastor's mouth. They supposed to go to the pastor for motivation.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
No. They supposed to be going to the pastor to be for enthusiasm.
They should seek the law at his mouth.
Adawana, come on. I know that says that they supposed to go to the pastor to get determination, to keep on getting money.
They should seek the law at his mouth.
What these pastors are supposed to be teaching the people, they're not teaching them.
Bring it out.
Precept.
They're not going over none of the laws, right? They are motivational speakers. That's all they are. And they're good motivational speakers. I'm not going to take nothing from them. They are great motivational speakers. They can motivate a daggone ant to believe that it can run up on a bee. They're great motivational speakers, but that's not what they're supposed to do. They are supposed to be giving people the law. They are supposed to be instructing people in the law. They are supposed to be telling people when they're going off. They are supposed to be telling people how to get the kingdom of heaven, how to make it to the kingdom. They are supposed to be telling people this, but they're not doing it whatsoever.
Bring it out, King. Bring it out.
Come on, Shemaiah, what's your precept, King?
Sirach 19 and 19.
Yes.
And you asked about the knowledge. This is the knowledge that they're supposed to have. The knowledge of the commandments of the Most High is the doctrine of life.
Read that
and
again.
The knowledge of the commandments of Yahweh is the doctrine of life.
Mm-hmm.
And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. So that's the knowledge they're supposed to be telling us, leading us with.
That's right.
You know, because they the shepherd and they leading the flock. So that's the knowledge they're supposed to have, but that's not the knowledge they teach.
At all. At all. And that's why the scripture also says that it says, be not many masters, because the ones who are the teachers are going to receive the greater condemnation.
God.
You're supposed to be leading people correctly, and you are not doing it. Y'all are falling asleep at the wheel. Your people is out here needing to be saved. We need to be led the correct way. And where's the leaders at? What was King doing? King was leading us right into the slaughter. He even said that at the end before he died, before they killed him. He said, I believe I assimilated my people into a burning house.
That's right.
God.
He understood that. Too bad it was at the end. And when he finally did understand it, what did they do? They killed him. They took the man's life.
If you got time, I got a precept for you.
Come on, let's get it.
This is Matthew chapter 15 and verse 8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth and honoreth me with their lips. But their hearts is far from me.
No, they think about him all the time.
Their heart is far from me. See, they're not speaking the law into you at the church.
That's right.
I can attest to that. Over 25 years worth. Verse 9, it says, but in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
Wow.
See, those commandments of men are these strongholds that keep you in darkness, that prevent you from being lit and illuminated and knowing who you are. You're giving away your honor. And these churches, people got to come out of that. You got to come out of that. These are the idols that's keeping you down, right? And it says, I'm gonna drop down. Verse 14, it says, Christ says this red letter, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. You got to be careful, people. You got to come out of that.
That's right.
That's what we're here for. That's what Mighty Captain Yahweh is bringing this lesson out, to open your eyes and give you that knowledge, that understanding of the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And he's teaching now. Watch this preacher that's getting ready to come up and see if he's doing what we're doing.
Right. Doing what? Going line upon line, precept upon precept, getting our understanding from the book. From the book. In fact, give me Proverbs 25:2. That was a great point.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 2. It is the glory of Yahweh to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter.
Right. It's the honor of kings to search out a matter. Right. It's the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing. So he's concealed things in his book through dark sayings, through similitudes, through parables. He's concealed things. But it's the glory of kings to search it out. It's the glory of us to get into this book and study and to line things up and to make it make sense. You know, I get joy in that. I get joy in understanding, what this actually means. Right? Give me the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. Right? I get joy in that. Because it's the glory of kings to search out a matter.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that
So we are supposed to be studying to show ourselves approved unto the Most High. It's not to man. I'm not just studying, although I do study and I labor. I labor not only for myself, but for y'all as well too, because I want to be able to come and teach the correct doctrine, right? But I'm studying to show myself approved. The Most High says, okay, you know what, you've done well. I want him to be proud of me. I want him to see me and see me striving to do what is his will. I want his favor. I need his mercy. Right? So I study to show myself approved unto the Most High. Read on.
A workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
This pastor needs to be ashamed of himself for what he is about to say, for what he is telling people. This man has, on his YouTube channel, he has over 400,000 subscribers. Just about 500,000 people are listening to the madness that this man is saying. 500,000 people are watching and looking at this man's fake prophecies. They're looking to this man. They're sending him money, giving him his, tithes. You know he giving them tithes.
God.
Right? This man needs to be ashamed of himself. Come on, read.
God. Rightly dividing the word of truth.
You have to rightly divide the word of truth.
That's right.
That's why we study, to rightly divide the word of truth. Because again, it's the glory of kings to search out a matter. Let me get Psalm 78 and 12. Or Salakia, not 12, 78 and 1. Let me get Psalms chapter 78 and verse 1. It is the glory of kings. It is the glory of men. It is a glorious thing for us to search out a matter, to understand what the Most High is actually saying to us.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 1.
Come on.
Give ear, O my people, to my law.
He said, give ear to my law. First of all, hey, give ear to my law. You got to be listening to the law, right? That's why we go to the priest, or that's why we're supposed to go to the priest, because we're supposed to seek knowledge. We're supposed to seek the law at his lips. So we have to give ear to the law. Come on.
Incline your ears to the word of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I will open my mouth in a parable.
He said, I will open my mouth in a parable, right? In the chat, what is a parable? Come on, read that again.
Verse 2, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old.
He said, I will open my mouth in a parable, and I will utter dark sayings of old. Right? Hey, Khan King. Hey, Shalom Bazayah. Yahavashim Yashai Barakatah. And he said, a wise saying. Right? A parable is a wise saying. That's, exactly. It's also, it paints a picture. It's an instructive lesson, right? It paints a picture, or it illustrates an instructive lesson. Right? And then he said, come on, Adawan.
Yeah, it's also an earthly story that people can relate to, but it has a spiritual meaning attached to it.
There it is. Right. And a dark saying is a riddle, or it's a perplexing question. In fact, anybody got a concordance, or can you somebody do me a favor, go into the blue letter and hold on, let me see real quick. A dark saying, if you could go into the blue letter, I want you to. It's H 24 and 20. Give me H 24 and 20. All right, because we're going to see what dark sayings is. What does dark sayings mean? All right. Gary Kahn, he said a simple story to illustrate a moral or hey, that's perfect. That's a simple story to illustrate a moral or spiritual lesson as told by Yahushua in the Gospels. All right.
You say it's what?
It is H 24:20. A story to illustrate a meaning. Con. Right. And then we got Officer Kadar, a similitude, right? And we're gonna look at what a similitude is too. Right? We got to understand. You have to understand these things to understand the Bible.
I got the meaning for you if you want it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Khan. Adawan, what you got?
It's from the root from 2330. A puzzle, hence a trick, a conundrum, sentience maxims, dark saying, sentence or speech, hard questions, a proverb or riddle.
Right. So this is what this is the language that the Most High uses. Right. He speaks in this way, and not everybody gonna get it. These fake pastors, these wolves in sheep clothing, they not gonna get it. You see, we've been given the answer to the cipher. We've been given it, but these pastors, they don't have it.
That's right.
Right. And Officer Kadar, he said a similitude. What is a similitude? Right. In fact, let's go to Numbers 12 and 8. Let's get Numbers 12 and 8. What's a similitude? All right. And in fact, somebody grab me Numbers 12 and 8, but then I need the blue letter for a similitude.
I get Numbers 12 and 8.
Con.
You ready?
Yeah, let's bring that out.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 12, verse 8. With him I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches.
In fact, jump up one verse before that.
Okay, Numbers chapter 12 and verse 7. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful and.
So this is talking about Moses, right? Read on.
Who is faithful in all my house. Verse 8. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. Right.
Hey, the Most High didn't speak in dark sayings to Moses. Hey, all those times that Moses went up and down the mountain, hey, he was the Most High showed him everything, told him everything. He wasn't speaking in dark sayings. He wasn't speaking in riddles. He gave Moses what it was. Right. There's what's that precept in Apocrypha? I don't know right off the top of my head, where it says that he told Moses everything, or he showed Moses everything. Right? The Most High didn't speak to Moses in parables or dark sayings or riddles or things or conundrums, things that was hard to understand. He didn't speak to him that way. He gave it to him what it is. But now everything else that what we have, hey, you can't just read through this book and understand exactly what it's talking about. No, because that's why Yahushua said, hey, when the disciples questioned him, they said, why do you speak to them in parables? He said, because it's given for you to know, but for them it's not for them. They're not meant to understand it. Everybody is not meant to understand this book. Everybody's not going to understand this book. Hey, and that goes right along with the precept that Adawan pulled out, was saying, hey, we're not even supposed to be giving our stuff to these other nations. Don't give it to them. It's not for them. Why are you trying to make them understand or help them understand? It's not for them. Right? I don't know. Do you got that that meaning?
I got a precept for you.
Oh, come on.
There's Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that's who gets this knowledge and this understanding.
That's right.
He reveals it to those, and you can't get it unless you following the commandments. You're not gonna. Everything starts there. If you're not keeping the commandments, this word is not coming to you. You're gonna be caught up in strongholds. You're gonna be caught up in what you think the word is saying.
That's right.
But everything is based off of the word. What was that word you wanted? Was it stronghold?
I wanted similitude.
Oh, similitude. Okay, hold on just a second.
Right. I wanted to get similitude. And then with that, while Adawan brings that up, gives the definition of, or gives us the Strong's definition of what a similitude is. We're gonna watch this video a little bit. All right, I'm gonna play this video. Let me see. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? So like it. Okay, there we go.
Person is thinking time. Yeah, thank you. What a ministration. I want to pray for you that your revelation, the revelation you're going to receive, you internalize it, you put it in your spirit. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I pray that this revelation becomes easy for their spirit to grasp, and that they get the full benefit of everything that is in here. The full lot of God in their system, in the name of Jesus. Amen and amen. Hallelujah. So let's open our Bibles in the book of 1 Timothy chapter number 6. 1 Timothy chapter number 6. And I want to explain that we are dealing with a subject that we call before Adam. But the word, when we say before Adam, immediately it kind of gives you a picture of the past unknown, or something that is beyond the known. Because the moment we say before Adam, it seems as if the Bible never wrote anything before Adam. So it begins to be very, very difficult for some people to actually understand that there was something before Adam. But I want to start on this subject, that you need to understand that the book of Isaiah calls Satan Lucifer. And the word Lucifer does not mean a dark angel, an enemy of God, an adversary like Satan. You see, the word Satan is actually left in the Hebrew. The way it is in the Hebrew is actually Satan. It's just you add an I in front, then it becomes Satani. It means an adversary, an opposite. But that wasn't his name. That became his job. So the devil is not the name of Lucifer. Lucifer is the name of Lucifer. And only occurs once in the Bible. That's in the... Listen.
My bad. Tawada. That's the precept that I wanted. That 2nd Esdras 14. Tawada for that. But I had to pause it right there because, he mixed a little bit of truth in with the lie, right? He said that Lucifer is only used once in the Bible, and actually he says a whole bunch of things that I really want to address in this video, but it's going to have to be at a later date, right? He talks about before Adam, I'm not gonna deal with it, but he talks about there being. We'll get to that. But anyhow, so he says that the name of Lucifer, or the name of Satan, is Lucifer. The Bible don't say that. The Bible never says that Satan's name or the devil's name is Lucifer. The Bible never says that. Not once. And like he said, Lucifer is actually only found one time in the Bible. It's only found once in one scripture, in one book. It's not found nowhere else. Right? So we got to remember that. Now, one thing that I want you guys to also think about is, why does the Bible give the name of Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, right? Why does the Bible give the names of these angels not just once in the text, not just one time in the scriptures, but multiple times? How come when it says, and Satan opposed Michael for the body of Moses, why didn't it say Lucifer? If that's his name, why would it use Satan instead of Lucifer? It named Michael. How come when Gabriel is delivering messages, it always say Gabriel and the angel Gabriel or the angel Michael? But the Bible never calls Lucifer an angel. Even in the text where it talks about Lucifer, it does not call Lucifer an angel. So where does the church get that from? This is a stronghold that our people have to come out from under, believing that Lucifer is an angel that rebelled against the Most High God. Right? We've got to come out of that stronghold. In fact, let me get the book of Sirach 39 and 28. Let's start breaking this stronghold right now about Lucifer being an angel rebelling against the Most High God. Does that make sense? That the Most High would make an angel that is in complete subjection to him able to rebel against him?
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
He said there be spirits that are created for vengeance. Oh, first of all things are created. Satan is a created being. Satan is perfect. Satan is perfect. Why is Satan perfect? Because Satan does what exactly Satan was made to do. There are spirits that are created for vengeance. Read on.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Come on.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Right? Hold on for 1 second. In fact, give me 1 Kings 22 and 19. It said there are spirits that are created for destruction.
This is the book of 1 Kings chapter 22 and verse 19.
Come on.
And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left.
Right. So Yahweh is in heaven with the entire host, the whole host of heaven. It says sitting on his right hand and sitting on his left hand. He's got the whole host of heaven on both sides. Read.
And Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on his this manner, and another said on that manner.
Right? The Most High is asking, hey, who's going to go out here and who's going to persuade Ahab? Right? And now you got, this one is saying, on this one is saying, on that. But read on.
And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said,
there came forth a what?
Therefore, there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will persuade him.
So you got a spirit that comes forth. First, the Most High asked the question. He's got the whole host of heaven. He's got the right hand, he's got the left hand. He says, who's going to go down and persuade Ahab? And the spirit comes forth and saying, hey, I'll go persuade him. Read.
And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit.
He said, I will be a what?
All his prophets.
One more time. He said he's going to be a what?
A lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
He said, I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophets. Because the Most High has spirits that are created for vengeance.
That's right.
That do his will. And when that death angel went through Egypt, killing the firstborn, do you think that Yahweh said, hey, who's going to go down here and slaughter these firstborn? And the scriptures don't say that. So I'm just using my imagination. And this spirit comes forth and say, hey, I'll go down there and I'll slay them all. Right? You got a spirit that said, I'm going to go and I'm going to be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. So the Most High has spirits that all of them do his will.
That's right.
All of them are created for a job. All of them are created for a purpose. All right, let's go back to Sirach 39 and 28 again.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
They lay on sore strokes. Come on.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him.
Right. They appease the wrath of him that made them. Satan does what the Most High made him for. That's why I said Satan is perfect. He does exactly what the Most High made him for. Let me get verse 29.
Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these created for vengeance.
All of these was created for vengeance. In fact, let me get Psalm 78 and 79. All these things was created for vengeance. But the Christian pastors aren't saying this. The Christian pastors tell you, oh yeah, Lucifer rebelled against God. He caused a war in heaven. And he took a third of the angels with him. And have no understanding of what that's talking about.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 49.
29.
29?
Oh, 79. Salagis. 79.
There's no 79. Oh, you want Psalm 79?
No, I wanted 78 and 79. I may have put the wrong one.
Yeah, it's actually 49. I know what you want.
Okay, Khan.
It says this is Psalm 78, verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation,
right,
and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
Hold on, I don't want. I know that didn't say that.
Khan, it says that. And trouble by sending evil angels among them.
So the Bible just said there's evil angels. He sends evil angels. Hey, I wonder what one of these Christian pastors say that Satan then would be an evil angel. They say he's an angel. Would he be an evil angel? So does the Most High send him out? Right? Give me let's go to verse 30 in Sirach.
The book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Right? In fact, I actually give me Isaiah 45 and 7. Because the Most High, he created everything. Well, everything was created by him.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse 7.
Come on.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
He create what?
Evil.
What did he say in Psalms?
I make peace and create evil.
Right. He creates evil. In Psalms 48, he said, he sent evil angels. Right. The Most High does all of these things. The Most High knew what he was doing when he created Satan, and he didn't name him Lucifer. But we gonna bring that out. Right? Give me Sirach 39 and 31.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth.
He said they're going to rejoice in his commandments, and they going to be ready. They're going to be ready to carry out their job. Hey, the Most High said, go kill him. Hey, they own it. The Most High say, hey, cause famine. Hey, they own it. The Most High say, hey, bring down hell and brimstone. Hey, they own it.
That's right.
The Most High say, hey, you know what? Go flip that car over, take his life. Hey, they own it. Right? Finish that off.
When need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
It said, when their time has come, they're not going to transgress his word. Satan does not transgress the Most High's word.
That's right, King.
Hey, none of them is fighting against the Most High. None of them has anything to say against the Most High. They are not going to transgress his word. In fact, grab me Matthew 8 and 29. It said, when their time has come, they are not going to transgress his time. Transgress his word when their time has come. Now, where else does it talk about? You hear these spirits talking about, their time. Right? Give me that, Matthew 8 and 29.
Can I start a verse up?
Yes, sir.
It says, Matthew 8 and verse 28. And when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes, there met him two possessed with devils, coming out of the tombs, exceeding fierce, so that no man might pass by that way. Verse 29. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Jesus, thou son?
Right, so these are men possessed with devils, men possessed with spirits. They've got spirits on them, right? And they see Yahushua, and they say, hey, what do we have to do with you? Come on, read on.
Art thou come hither to torment us before the time?
They said, are you come to torment us before the time? Right? Read that again in Sirach. Sirach 39, 31.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
Said when the time is come, hey, they just asked you, how was I? Hey, have you come to torment us before the time? Hey, it ain't our time yet. Why you here? Why you messing with us? It's not our time. Hey, we ain't got the word yet. What you doing? Right? These pastors don't understand that. They have no clue that Satan is in subjection to the Most High. Give me Job 1 and 6. Adawan, you had something?
I'm gonna get in the scripture for you.
Okay, Khan.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before Yahweh. And Satan came also among them.
Wait, no, it said, and Lucifer came.
And Satan came also among them.
Right? So now Satan is coming with the sons of the Most High, with the sons of God, right? But what is he doing? Is he coming on some beef? Because let your Christian pastor tell it. Hey, he started a war in heaven.
That's right.
And got kicked out. And 2/3 of the angels went with him. Hey, where's his army at? How come they still ain't fighting? Right? Why is he coming to present himself to the Most High? Hey, last time I checked, if I'm beefing with somebody, I'm not finna go and sit in front of them. No, we got beef.
That's right.
That's right. You're
Hey,
obedient to the Most High.
Come on, right? He is obedient to the Most High.
That's right.
I don't really like to talk about worldly music, but there's this one song where I heard where it says, "Hey, we into it until you die." That's beef. It ain't no squashing it. It ain't no getting over it. Hey, we got beef. Hey, you started a war in heaven, but now you just go. I'm just gonna allow you to come in front of me. What kind of sense does that make? That's not logical.
Salakia.
Come on.
That's a good point. And that remind me of when David transgressed and numbered the people, and the Most High sent that angel down. When he, and killed all those people those 3 days. When he said stop, that angel stopped.
Right.
And that also remind me of the angels with the 4 winds.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
They hold him back until the Most High get a word. When the Most High get a word, it's a wrap.
Hey, it's a wrap.
God.
It's a wrap.
That's weird. I was thinking that same thing.
Right? Hey, come on. Read the next verse, Adawan.
Khan, this is Job 1:7. And Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then
he said, where you coming from? Hey, hold on. Again, if he rebelled, why is he talking with him? Why is he entertaining a whole conversation? Where you coming from?
God.
Right? Come on, read on.
Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking
said, oh man, I've been going here, I've been going there. Why is Satan answering if there's beef? The Most High is questioning him and he's answering him. But there's beef, and he's been kicked out of heaven. Right? That makes no sense at all. And again, even right here, the scripture calls him Satan. It don't call him no Lucifer. Right? So where does this Lucifer come from? Let's go to the book of Isaiah 13. Let's get into it.
You say 13 or 14?
I want Isaiah 13. 13. Oh, Salakia. My fault. 14. 14 and
12.
Actually, I want to start at verse 4.
All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right. So we're getting the context of what this is talking about. In fact, this is one of my favorite chapters. This is one of my absolute favorite chapters. Jump up to verse number 1 for me.
So book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right? This is future prophecy. This has to come to pass. It hasn't happened yet. So we're dealing with future events, right? And I want you to keep that in mind as we jump down. All right? This is a future prophecy. Let's go ahead. Let's jump down to verse 4.
Verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The
right,
golden city
against the king of Babylon. Right? What is it? What is it when it's talking about Babylon? What is it talking about? Is this talking about the actual Babylon? Right? Is this talking about the actual place Babylon? Is this talking about the actual king of Babylon? Well, we know it's talking about Babylon, right? We know that it's talking about a man, right? It said, how have the oppressors ceased, and the golden city ceased? All right, we're going to come back to that. But let's go ahead. Let's jump to verse 12.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Say, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Right? So the context of what we are talking about here is Babylon. Babylon is the context. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Read on.
Son of the morning.
Come on.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which did it wicked the nations?
Right? Let's hold it right there. All right. So again, so now we're going to draw some parallels here. Right? We're going to draw some parallels because first of all, again, Lucifer is only used in the text this one time. Right? It's never used anyplace else. And in context, it's being used in relation to the king of Babylon. Now, I just said that this is a future prophecy, right? When we jumped up before that, we was talking about the Most High choosing Israel and setting Israel in their own land, and the strangers being joined to Israel, and Israel taking possession of the ones who took them into captivity and ruling over their oppressors. Right? This is future prophecy. Let's go to the book of Revelation. Go to Revelation chapter 17. Let's go to Revelation 17, and we're going to start at verse number 3.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
All right, so I did a class before where we went over who this beast is, right? With the 7 heads and the 10 horns, right? We know the beast is. Read on.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornications.
Come on.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Great Salakia, Mystery, Babylon the Great.
Hey, wait, what's the name, Adawan?
Mystery, Babylon the Great. The mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Right? So mystery Babylon. Let's go back to Isaiah 14 and give me verse 4 again.
It's the book Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right. It said, how has the wait, hold on. First it said, take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. How have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. Right? Where else do we read that? Let's go back to Revelation. Give me Revelation 18 and verse 2.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great has ceased. Read.
That's right. And it is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon. What is Mystery Babylon? Who is Mystery Babylon? Right? In the chat, because I know y'all studying. America. I know y'all studying, right? Hey, Salagi, I got my mama here with me. She here with me. I've been telling brothers my mama been coming into the truth. She here studying. Hey, my mama gave the answer.
Hello,
right?
Mom. Shalom.
Hey, that's right. Hey,
Shalom.
that's right. America. And mama, the brother said Shalom.
Con.
All right. That's right. America. Mystery Babylon. Right? So go back again to Isaiah 14. Verse, let's pick it up again in verse 4.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how has the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
America. Right?
Right.
America. How has they ceased? Right? Come on, read on.
Verse 5. The Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of rulers.
Come on.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
Hey, what does America do? What is America doing today? Right? Although now we starting to see what? We starting to see China and Russia, flex on them. But this is all prophecy. God. We are living in prophecy. We're watching prophecy happen. Man, I'm telling you, y'all better get your mind right. The family members who still thinking, hey, everything is sweet, everything is good. No, everything is not sweet. Right? The angels are going around right now, marking those that belong to the Most High. We're being sealed. And when everybody is sealed, game over.
That's right.
Come on, Adawan.
They don't realize that these nations, they forming an alliance and they tapped in straight for America. The mystery city, the great Babylon.
Right.
It's written all over our head. In this country. Babylon right. The Great, the mother of harlots.
The mother of harlots.
That's right.
In fact, go back to Revelation 18. Give me verse 3.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Hey, all nations is flying pictures of that white Jesus. All nations believe in Christianity is the largest religion in the world. All right, all nations then take a drunk of her fornication.
That's right.
Come on, read on.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed with rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Come on, read the next verse.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
It said, come out of her, my people. Come out of her ways. Come out of her idolatries. Come out of her, what's the word I'm looking for? Her thought processes.
That's right.
Right? You have to come out of her. You have to come out and stop following along with our holidays. Stop doing everything that you see the oppressor do. Stop celebrating Christmas. Stop celebrating Easter. Stop celebrating 4th of July. Stop celebrating and worshiping white Jesus.
That's right.
Y'all got to come out of her. It said that ye be not partakers of her sins. And that ye receive not of her plagues.
That's right.
Right? This is Babylon. We are in mystery Babylon. Right? Come on, let's go back to Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and give me verse 6. Give me verse 6 again.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hinder it.
Come on.
Verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
Is the earth at rest? No, the earth ain't at rest. So is this talking about the actual Babylon? Or is this talking about spiritual Babylon? Mystery Babylon. Right? Babylon the Great said the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. When does the earth get rest?
When we get
somebody throw that precept up. Somebody, you know it?
I said when we get back in the power.
You got the precept? If y'all know the precept, throw the precept up in the chat. It said the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. And Salakia, they break forth into singing. Right? This is what is going to happen. Right? Who knows what that precept is? Who got that precept in the chat? Who's been being studious? Right? I'm gonna read on. It says, "Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It storeth up the dead for thee." What's the dead? Who's the dead? "Even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up," Salakia, "it hath raised up from the thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?" Hey, because America, man, was the bully on the block.
That's right.
America been bullying everybody. America is the only nation to ever drop nuclear bombs. America dropped 2 nuclear bombs. Right? I see a couple precepts in the chat. Somebody, did you get it? Did you find it?
I think it's Proverbs 29:2. Hold on.
All right, grab that. And then Adawan, can you grab Tawabia's precept? He called Zechariah 1:11.
Okay.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Right. Let me go back to that verse again. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 7. It says, the whole earth is at rest and quiet. They break forth into singing. Read that again.
The book of Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
When the wicked are in authority, the people rejoice. That sounds like them breaking forth into singing to me. When the righteous are in authority, right? That sounds like the whole earth being at rest because the righteous are in authority. That sounds like Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. That's what that sounds like to me. When we get put back into rulership, that's what that sounds like to me. And again, when you look at Isaiah 14:1, what does it say? It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. Right? That sounds like Jacob being the beginning of it that follows, the beginning of the world that follows. Esau's the end. Jacob is the beginning. That sounds like the whole earth rejoicing, singing. Adawan, what was that precept that Tuabia called?
He called Zechariah 1. Let me see. Zechariah 1 and 11. And it reads, they answered the angel of Yahweh that stood among the myrtle trees and said, we have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest.
The whole earth is at rest. Go up to verse 8.
Verse 8. I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were their red horses speckled and white. Then said I, O Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees and answered and said, these are they whom Yahweh have sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of Yahweh that stood among the myrtle trees and said, we have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest.
The whole earth is at rest. The whole earth is at rest. All right. Bazaya, he had caught a precept. He said you also have Matthew 11.
I know Willie had a good precept.
Who did?
Willie Ross.
Oh, what did Willie call?
He called Proverbs 29 and 2.
Okay, yeah, Khan. Shemaiah read that one. Yup.
Oh, you read that one? Okay, Khan.
Khan. All right. So go back to Isaiah 14 real quick. And let me get verse 12 again.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Did Lucifer, right? We see what this is talking about in context. It's talking about Babylon, the king of Babylon, right? Did Lucifer actually fall from heaven? Because your pastor go tell you, hey, Lucifer fell from heaven, right? Give me Lamentations 2 and verse 1. If Lucifer fell from heaven, then hey, you got to ask your pastor what this verse mean then.
The book of Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come on.
How has the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven upon the earth the beauty of Israel?
Hold on. He cast down from where?
From heaven.
Right. He cast down from heaven. Right. Did he actually, hey, was Israel actually in heaven and the Most High cast us down? Right. No. Hey, your Christian pastor has to deal with that. Your Christian pastor has to deal, because the scripture said that Israel was cast down from heaven also too. Right? That's not saying that they were in a physical heaven, the Most High. Not saying Lucifer actually in the and got right. Again, this is talking about.
Salaki, you in the matrix, everyone.
Khan, you in the matrix.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good now?
Khan.
Okay, Khan. I hate that. All right. So yeah, let's go back to Isaiah 14 and 12, and we go like I said, get ready to wrap it up because I know it's late out there.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
It said, which did weaken the nations. Right? I want to get this. Read verse 13.
Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yah.
If Lucifer is an angel, why is he having to say, I'm going to ascend into heaven? Right? Why is he having to say this? If he's an angel, if he's already presenting himself to the Most High, why does he have to say this in his heart?
Because it ain't Satan.
Because it ain't Satan. Come on, read on.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
All right, so a couple things real quick. So who went up into space talking about, or has been talking about, they're going to start a space force? Have you ever heard any other country talking about they're going to start a space force, a space army? All right, this is America. I'm going to ascend up to heaven. I'm going to send men up into the space.
I got a precept.
Hey, we're going to go up and we're going to walk on the moon. Hey, we're going to travel to Mars. Right? I'm going to ascend into heaven. I'm going to exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And then it says, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Somebody, what's your precept?
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh.
Come on.
Or that is worship, so that he is God. He as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is Yahweh. So they actually think that they above the Most High. They actually think, talking about the Space Force, they actually think that they're gonna be able to fight the Most High.
Right.
You know, that's prideful as hell, boy.
I got a precept too.
And then Adam, before you bring your precept, and then read that verse again.
Let me get back to it. You talking about 2 Thessalonians?
Yeah, kind.
Okay. The book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worship, or so that he as Yahweh sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself.
Read that.
So that he is Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh.
Hey, what do? They painted these pictures. Hey, Michelangelo painted that what is it called? The Sistine Chapel. 16 Chapel, where he painted the little white people on the ceiling. You got the little white naked Adam, and he's touching fingers with the with what's supposed to be the Most High.
That's right.
Right? You got Caesar Borgia, who's supposed to be Yahweh Shai, is supposed to be Jesus.
That's right.
Right? They exalt themselves. Right? This is Esau, man.
God.
This is Babylon. God. These scriptures, they come alive when you read it the correct way. And it becomes more than just an inspirational book. It becomes more than that. I don't know. What's your precept?
My precept was Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. And he's talking about Edom, which is Esau.
Right.
Thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
that is,
then will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. See, that's what the brother was just saying. Esau set himself up above, creating the space force. Trump did that. He was the one who said that. He wanted the space force. And they started, what they trying to do is prepare to fight Yahweh Shai when he comes with them chariots. It ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna work.
You just said, even though you exalt yourself high in the stars, that the Most High gonna bring you down.
Facts.
It's prophecy.
Facts.
God.
Yo, real quick, I want to I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 14 and 12. I just wanted to grab this real quick. So it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" Right now, when what does first of all, what does Lucifer mean? What does Lucifer mean? In the chat, who knows what Lucifer means? Look, Shemaiah, give me y'all the answer.
Y'all heard me. I thought I was saying it to myself.
Right, Shemaiah said it. So that is light bearer. Right now, what is I'm not gonna say the symbol for Babylon or America, but what is the symbol? What's a something that America is known for? A landmark. When you think of America, what do you think of?
That woman.
Right?
God,
this right here. Lucifer means what? Light bearer. What is this? This statue that's supposed to be bearing the light, that when you come into New York, everybody see this. Everybody want to go to New York to see the Statue of Liberty, the light bearer. Come on, man. Right? Holding the flame. Come on. Man, like I said, they come alive, man. And you can't, if you don't understand, it's just because the Most High ain't dealing with you at the moment, and He ain't opened your eyes yet. I pray that the Most High do open your eyes so you can see, so that you have eyes to see and ears to hear.
That's right.
Right. But I'm gonna finish this off. Verse 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation." Right? What is this talking about? The mount of the congregation. Let me get Psalms chapter 74 and verse 2.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 74 and verse 2. "Remember thy congregation which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thine inheritance which thou hast redeemed, this Mount Zion, wherein thou hast dwelt."
Israel is the congregation. Right? This says, when it says, "I will sit upon the mount of the congregation." Hey, who is that talking? Who's saying that they're gonna sit on the mount of the congregation? Right? The congregation, us, Israel, Mount Zion. Right? What has Esau done? He's taken us into captivity. Right? We over here. Judah's over here. Ephraim's over here. He says, "In the sides of the north." Give me Jeremiah 16 and 14. And then we go get ready to shut it down.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 14. "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that it shall no more be said that the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of the north, and from all lands whether they had been driven, where they had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers."
Right? He said he's gonna bring them up out of the land of the north. Hey, Salakia, I meant to put up that other the message in the chat, but that was that's Bazia's rib out there saying hey to her head. But he said again, so Isaiah 13 and 14, he said, I'm going to sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, right? So this is Mount Zion, right? In the sides of the north, we just read the precept in Jeremiah 16 and 14, 15. Watch this. It says, I'm going to jump down and really get the point because it's 10 o'clock out there on the east, right? This is Isaiah chapter 14. In fact, verse 16. It says, They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man? Right? Again, who's this talking about? This is talking about Lucifer. Right? It said, Is this the man? Is this the man? And it say, Is this the angel? Is this the angel that rebelled against the Most High? Is this the angel that took a third of the angels with him? Is this the angel that thought he could fight against the Most High? It said, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Right? It's not talking about Satan. Satan's name is not Lucifer. It's not. Stop letting your pastor lie to you. Stop believing that Lucifer is a man with a red cape on, with red horns and a pitchfork running through the earth poking people. No, that's not the case. Lucifer is doing what he's supposed to do, but Lucifer is, or Salakia, look, then got me saying that damn crazy stuff. Satan is doing what Satan is supposed to do, right? Satan is doing exactly what Satan is supposed to do. He only does what he's been given permission and authority to do. He doesn't do anything else. Satan didn't rebel against the Most High. He didn't start no war in heaven. He didn't take a third of the angels with him. You know, and I wish I could have showed some more of that video because the dude really goes off. I might show some next. Well, not the next class, actually. So we're gonna have a treat. Hey, Soldier Shemaiah is gonna be giving a lesson next week. So let's look forward to that. The lesson that the brother is going to be bringing out. I think it's going to be a mighty lesson. All right. But I yield with that. Anybody got anything they want to say, add? Out of one?
Hey, that was a mighty lesson. You know, you did a full round circle and came back to the point with Esau being that spirit, man. He creates strongholds for our people.
That's right.
We've been going off for thousands of years. We've been in slavery because we was under this confusion, under this banner, these strongholds. And even to the day when we out teaching the people, sometimes we run up on these strongholds. You hear it coming out of people. They teaching, stay away from the laws. That's a stronghold.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's that spirit in the earth that's keeping our people from coming to this truth. So Israel, make sure you take your notes, put them in your notes, so you'll always have it. And you know when you run up on these strongholds or you hear it, you know how to break it down. Yeah,
it was a mighty lesson, and I think the key is that Satan is a obedient servant to the Most High.
There we go. That's right. All right, yeah, and with that, hey, can we get Daniel 7 and 18? Baba Cashapp. We gonna keep tearing these strongholds down, man, so that we can do exactly what this script says right here.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Right, we go take that kingdom, man. And the only way we go take the kingdom, hey, we got to continue to get ourselves right. So again, we just came off Passover. Continue to focus on getting better. Continue to fast. Continue to pray. And fight to stay in the spirit. Fight to stay in this truth. The enemy's job is to get you to get off your square. Hey, the officer Yawashop brought out of the class. Hey, don't let nobody trick you out your position, or don't let nobody steal your position. Right? Don't get knocked out your position. Don't get knocked out your spot. Right? Ben Yam followed up with a class right behind that. Hey, we gotta fight to stay in this truth, Israel. Right? We gotta go through. We gotta endure everything that's coming against us, all the hardships, all the trials, all the things that tries our patience. The different things, man, even the people that's in our lives, our loved ones, our wives, our husbands, you know, the spirits will jump on them to get you out of the spirit. But you got to recognize it as what it is. You got to look at things through a spiritual lens.
That's right.
Don't let a spirit jump on somebody, and then that spirit uses that person to get you out of the spirit.
That's right.
Right. But with that being said, again, we are the Anointed House of Saints. Hey, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin.